And those are good ways to keep your house maintained. Whether you're renting or you've bought the house, just make sure that you keep the house maintained. For example, gutters might need to be cleaned out, things like that. So just keep the house maintained so that problems just don't build up. And always keep your lawn maintained too. And that's more of an aesthetic thing. Make sure that your lawn is maintained, because if your house it just doesn't look like it's taken care of very well, the people in the neighborhood are not going to like you. They're not going to like you or your house, because you've got all these random people in your house. You got random cars in the driveway, and then your grass is overgrown too. Don't do that. Just be a good neighbor. So keep your lawn maintained. All right, financial risk. You should document your income and expenses. So every month, I use a not a profit calculator. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. It's my profit calculator. I use a profit calculator, and every month just document, how much money came in, what vacancies we had, if we had any, and then how much the rent, the rent mortgage was, and how much the utilities were, so that we just see how much money we ended up making that month. So that's something you should do if you already have a co-living home. And even if you're just starting, document all of your finances, because then you can go back and look at the history and see, okay, this was a really good month for us because we were at 80% occupancy, or this was a great month for us because we were at 100% occupancy, or this wasn't a good month for us because we had a leak in the bathroom and we had a really high water bill, or whatever. So just document your finances. All right, operational risk. Okay, breakdown of systems, lack of SOPs. So SOP, again, is a standard operating procedure. So make sure you have your standard operating procedures in place. What I do is unlicensed. Unlicensed, so it's not like people are coming over and inspecting or anything like that. But even though it's unlicensed, I still like to have all of my processes and my procedures documented, because I don't want to have to think and reinvent the wheel every time something comes up. I don't want to have to put brain cells towards that, because I have to put brain cells towards so many other things. There's a book that I read by David Allen called Getting Things Done, GTD. It's one of my favorite books. And he talks about how your mind is for creating ideas, not for storing ideas. So I don't want to have to deal with a situation and then now store that in my head. This is how I handled that situation. No, just document it. And then when that situation happens again, you can go back to your policies and your procedures and say, this is how we address it if this situation happens. And then also, you have to start off, especially if you want to scale and have more than one of these homes, start off the way you want to end. So if you want to end up with 5 of these homes and you only have one, don't start off as if you only have one. And so you're treating it like a mom and pop operation. Treat it like you have 5 or 10 of these homes. You want to make sure that the things that you're doing are scalable. So when I started off and I had that one house, I made sure that I was documenting things and I had processes and a continuity book and things like that, because I knew that this was not going to be just a one home thing. It was going to be a bigger business. So I had to start off as if it was a bigger business. And then I had somebody else who was coming in, and I was going to have to hand over my policies and procedures to this person for them to run the day-to-day. So make sure you start off the way you want to end. Don't start off treating it like it's just a little side business hobby. If you know that you want to have 10 of these homes, you need to start off with documentation. You need to keep, for example, a Google Drive that has folders in it that are organized so that somebody else could come in and understand it very easily.